More than a century ago, the great Bulgarian fiction writer Luben Karavelov said, "I love ordinary people's life, with its songs and sayings, tales and legends, customs and rituals. That's why I want to show everyone my people with its white houses, songs and holiday rituals." Tradition and rituals are of great importance to the Eastern Rhodopees and especially to the Municipality of Stambolovo. They are important to the preservation of ancestral memory as well as to the contemporary development of this region of Bulgaria. The interweaving of religions, traditions, beliefs and superstitions has created a colorful mosaic of holidays and rituals. In order to preserve traditions and pass them through to next generations, every community center has its amateur ensemble where children and parents participate together. Dressed in authentic folk costumes, they reproduce the most respected Christian and Muslim holidays. One of the most fascinating rituals in this region is called Peperuda or butterfly. Only girls take part in it. The ritual represents a prayer for rainfall. It does not have a fixed date, but is usually held in Peter's month, or June, when the weather starts getting dry. Lazarkite are not less attractive. They are girls that go about the houses in a village, sing ritual songs and pronounce blessings for health, happiness and fertility. Young women twine wreaths for Cvetnica or the Day of Flowers. Another great Christian holiday that is highly respected in this region is Trifon Zarezan. It is celebrated in February by vine growers and gardeners. Vines are trimmed and poured with wine so that there is a better crop. The ritual is very popular in Stambolovo because vine growing and wine production are the main means of living for the population here.
Хайде, влизайте, лозари. Сега ще ви поздравят девойките.
The local amateur groups have preserved Christian customs as well as a lot of Muslim ones. One of the most popular Muslim ritual is Kana. This is a wedding ritual in which the main part is played by the future bride. In the eve of the wedding, young women gather in bride's home and see her off with a characteristic dance. The ritual finishes with painting the bride and her guests' hands with henna. On the religious calendar of the Muslims and Christians, there is a day which is a holiday in both religions. The 6th of May is a special holiday because the Christians celebrate Gergovden and the Muslim community celebrates Haderles. During the spring holiday, Christian and Muslim young men swing young women in cradles. It is obligatory to have lamb meat on the festive table. That is why the glades around the Muslim temples called turbes are full of people preparing barbecues and lighting candles. An interesting phenomenon in the region of Stambolovo is the festival of bread in the village of Rabovo. Although it has been in existence only since 2010, it already brings distinctive spirit to the region and attracts hundreds of tourists annually. The festival is dedicated to the ancient cereal plant of limets. The prehistoric wheat has been grown here for 15,000 years. Limet is also called the food of gods. The festival that takes place in summer represents the way of bread. Limet is first harvested, threshed and winnowed. Then the grains are ground, flour is made and bread is kneaded. Within the dynamic festive day, guests have the opportunity to taste the wholesome and aromatic bread of limets, the same probably that was on Orpheus' table. The traditional festival of bread in Rabovo is already extended with a contest for the most interesting recipes for bread made of limets and culinary competition as well. It is traditionally organized as a tempting exhibition of traditional for this region meals. Among them are the irresistible washed banica from Rabovo, baklava from Tsareva Poljana, kapama from Žolti Brjak, wine kebab from Stambolovo, banica with groats from Silen, and dozens of unique recipes, preserved by the local housewives in a 100-year ancestral memory. Just like the slightest wind can throw down a tree without roots, a society without traditions cannot withstand the disasters that can pounce on from outside. The truth in this insight of Henryk Sienkiewicz is proved with the first bread affair the tourists take in the municipality of Stambolovo. It is because, despite the hardships of life, the towns and villages stand the brunt of time, and people proudly hold the rituals, customs, and traditions inherited from their ancestors.